He's gonna do that a lot. He's gonna die.
Same.
We're gonna keep
Hi,
reanimating.
nerds.
Don't worry.
What's up?
Hi,
No!
nerds. I'm sleepy.
What up?
No, you're not.
Nerd.
They're
I'm like
all
yelling
nerds
at him because
here.
he's in the other door. No, you can come over here though and lay down with me.
Oh.
Okay.
Now
It's not to turn into a. It's not the time. Now's not the time.
Come on, Zane.
We're about
Come
to
on,
get
Donnie.
canceled.
We're about to get canceled.
Our viewership's going to go way up, then canceled.
Shirted Leo. Shirted
Our
Leo is
last-
the weirdest thing here
Hi,
today.
Zane.
Hi.
This is our last and final stream, apparently. Now. So we're about to get-
My face is cut off. There I am.
What is this? Saviors and chill?
Yeah, apparently.
YouTube and
Hey,
chill.
nerds, nerd.
Hi, nerds, nerd.
Okay, so as I was saying, we're just gonna have a chat tonight, and we're gonna-
Shirted Leo.
right.
I have a
Yes. Oh, wait, put the banner on. Let's see. This is our banner for tonight.
Oh,
For someone to take their shirt off randomly.
Yeah, randomly chosen. So if you want somebody in particular, you might have to spend $50 to get to the right person.
They're talking about me, obviously.
Monetized.
Yeah.
We're clearly talking about Leo. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
All this.
It's not Colonial Mac, by the way, Nerds Nerd. It's Captain Tafty. It's Pirate Mac.
It's
Right.
pirate Matt to you.
And once again, doxing Keith.
What? Captain? What's wrong with that? I can call you Captain anytime I want to.
All right.
We'll talk about it offline.
Okay,
Aye,
so
Captain.
I had an idea on how to get us started, other than just being goofy and being sideways in an angle.
always.
Which would be okay. Which would be Mac.
Yes.
Ugh.
What is the history of your character before the game even started? Do you know much about Mac from before the beginning of the game?
I do. I don't know how far back I want to go. I'd like to keep a couple things, tucked in the pocket. But yeah, no, I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. So Mac is a sailor, which is weird for a dwarf, but he felt the calling of the moon, and he just followed it to the ocean, and was discovered by wonder of all wonders, another dwarf priest of the moon goddess, who showed him the ropes, recruited him, and he just started working various ships after that, and learned the sailing gig, did the sailing gig,
Right.
and eventually had to flee the Knolls.
Right. And so you were stationed in what city were you in originally? I mean,
when we fled. Oh, let me bring up the
you were
map.
at Cliffside when you fled, but didn't you weren't you around Burnwater or something like that?
That sounds about right.
You remember?
Let me pull up the map.
Yeah, you were in the not the Sandblade Peninsula, but the Copperhill Peninsula. And when, hundreds of years ago,
Burnwater.
Yeah, the Burnwater was attacked by the Knolls. It was mostly a dwarven city, attacked by the Knolls, but they fended them off. In the process, the river caught on fire, which is why it ended up being called Burnwater. And now and the game started up for 5 or 6 different characters as they were trying to escape the city of Cliffside, because the Knolls were attacking again for the first time in 100 or 200 years or whatever. And as it goes, once a couple hundred years ago when the gnolls attacked the dwarven city, everybody was highly alerted and everything, and so for probably 50 years they built up all these defenses. They were making sure that never happened again, but it didn't happen, and so they got lax and they got relaxed about it, and they didn't worry about it anymore until then. Of course, it did happen again, and everybody was taken unaware. Okay, and so you ended up escaping Cliffside. You were in a caravan, right?
Yep.
And how many people, do you remember how many people survived from the caravan?
There were like 4 or 5. All the kids died. No, 2 of the kids lived.
Okay.
But there were a bunch of like, not child soldiers, but young,
Oh yeah,
young early
militia.
teen militia soldier kids.
Right.
Who all died horribly.
Right.
Max was one of 3 dwarves in the group. The way that we built the characters is we all rolled randomly generated a bunch of characters, and then we played them all in a scene, and any of them that survived, we got to pick from as a pool to build characters. Mac was the worst of them that I made.
Right.
I just had lousy rolls. And I was originally trying to get this other dwarf who was great rolls. And he was going through, he's saving people, killing everything. And he saved Mac and then died.
Right.
So yeah, Mac is Mac is
he was the one you didn't want to have survive.
Yep.
Right. Okay. And so then as far as Leo goes, now Leo, you weren't okay, tell us about your backstory of your character before it all started.
How did my story start? Well, we're talking just from
right
this part,
right? Like what?
Yep.
Yeah. What was Leo's life like before he started adventuring?
Well, he was part of a little village of Tolonians in the Feywilds that mainly mined ore from like their local like water pool or waterfront little lake, and he was one of like basically the captain, the head of like the one of the mining teams, and so he had a lot of respect from his people because his team in particular will get the biggest scores from like the mines on the ground to support the village around for trading resources and whatnot. And he loves his wife very much. So enough to where he wanted to be able to have a family of his own, because up to that point the village couldn't figure out what was going on. No one was having kids. Like no one could lay eggs wouldn't come to fruition when like
lay eggs.
wouldn't be able to wouldn't fertilize. So yeah, it's hatched birth, not live birth. We're reptiles. Sorry to say. So he got someone's respect in his village. The elders he was the best choice to send out to discover what was going on with the village, why no one could like have children. So he found himself wandering the Feywilds, and then he met up with the Fey, some of the Fey, namely like the fairies. He ran into the fairy princess. Lord knows where she went.
There's no such thing as fairies. It's all make believe.
That's crazy. That's crazy to say to a Feywild inhabitant.
But it's very much Mac's position still today.
That is true. Mac is like literally still like one of the most disciplined. He went to the Feywild itself. He still don't believe in fairies.
Right.
He didn't believe in unicorns until they invited him.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So the unicorns are an interesting one because it's coming up in one of the other groups. So just so everybody knows, there are 4 groups currently in this world simultaneously, and they're in various places around Druskara, and sometimes the things that they experience overlap to some degree. So one thing we could do is jump to that. Mac and I were talking about it before we started tonight. That the one group that is in kind of the northern area, but not too far away from the Shining City, they were preparing for a Shining Knight attack because they had started to figure out some of the armor and understanding Shining Steel, and they expected a big Shining Knight attack. They were preparing for it. They were digging traps. They were setting up all this stuff to try to figure out how to defeat the Shining Knights. And they finally went to a seer and said, okay, when are they coming? Well, if you guys have been following along, you know that the Shining Knights are quite occupied with this group because they're trying to infiltrate the palace and come after the queen. And then the queen gave them orders that they have to try to capture, kill, or whatever this particular group. And so when they went to the seer said, there's no Shining Knights coming. So that's one of the cool ways that this particular group has interacted, or the groups have interacted with each other, and they don't even know that they are influencing and affecting each other.
That's pretty cool.
My favorite thing is that we've wasted that team's whole time with all their setting up traps and getting ready.
Right. And then that same group saw a dragon flying overhead as they began their new journey. So we can only assume that that's Liliopsis that Rasmina called to service to help. So
Lollipops.
yeah, so that would help you understand how far away she was and how long it's taking her to get there.
Okay.
So how about Ash? What's Ash's backstory before this all began?
Well, you see, Zane, you might say that Asher was a simple
Shining
country
Knight.
boy. Oh, cat break.
He enjoyed torturing small animals.
High def cat break.
Uh-oh. Get the cat away from me. I might lose a finger.
Another.
He's almost 3D. If you reach out your hand, he might get like
That's a manticore and a half right there. He just needs some wings.
That's a little chonker.
He's not chunky. He's so skinny. He's a skinny Billy.
Kitty.
You're mean.
He got a little tummy.
He's chill.
He's got no tummy.
He got a little tummy.
Yeah, he's underweight, if anything.
Yeah, he's perfect.
It's probably just the camera that makes it look bigger than me. I know.
Yeah.
You say my cat looks fat?
Yes, on
Rufus is
camera.
not fat. You're exactly right, nerd.
Here you go.
Okay. So anyway,
Fluff is not fat as well. Yes.
what were you saying, Ash?
Ah, yes. So Asher, he's a simple country boy. You might say a cockeyed optimist. He's got himself mixed up in the high-stakes game of
Murder.
diplomacy and international intrigue. No, I'm just kidding.
Fascinating.
No.
I mean, the way I see it is like Asher, he lived his whole life wanting to be a knight, a squire, started off as a squire.
Right.
Loved his country, loves his queen, and slowly got
I'm a queen.
Queen, yeah. Slowly got disillusioned by, the gnolls coming in, the strange strange behavior of the queen, the dark eyes of all of the certain knights and captains and things. He just got freaked out by it and started to run away. He just wanted to get away, to hide. And,
Sounds pretty judgmental to me.
These stinkers right here. Oh, I can't get these stinkers right here captured him.
What?
Yeah, you.
I had nothing to do with this, okay? I was just along for the ride, all right?
I'm pretty sure Mac was the one that whacked me in the head and dragged me and threw me and tied me up and all that stuff. But
I certainly hope so.
Anyway, I got kidnapped by this crew, but I'm glad
you liked it. It's all right.
I did. It was
I
fun.
forgot how what happened there. What was going on?
We didn't kidnap you.
See, I don't really know why they were there, but the whole crew was just outside of this town, like by a bridge, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, right.
And my captain and I were called in to inspect them, I guess.
Okay, right.
Right, and me feeling the tension of what might happen, I decided to turn on the captain. And then these guys didn't trust me, which makes sense. And my running away attempt failed. So, yeah, now I'm kind of trapped here in the basement. Castle.
See, the way you described that just make it seem like your character just developed Stockholm syndrome and just like
Okay, so you're trapped with us. You don't want to be here. You don't like us.
It's captors.
I'm Patty Hearst, and that's the
This is my story, and it's how I'm telling
my story.
Listen, Asher.
Banks yet? So
This is your mother's basement, all right?
This is my mother's basement. Playing D&D in my mother's basement. So,
Me too.
super fun.
All right. Okay. So now, how about Rasmina?
What about me?
Ah, yes. Tell us about what Rasmund used to
Well, she started off as a man.
She's a shapeshifter.
I started.
Didn't we all?
Started as a man.
What was the voice for Rasmund?
Rasmund sounded like this.
so long.
Oh, it's been too long, yes.
When we decided to go live, I decided to play a female because I didn't think I could go live doing that voice for that long.
Yeah, and dressing up, because you like to dress up too. You'd have to wear a fake beard and do all this weird stuff. I'm sure it would have been
awesome.
very good, but
I just thought it would be better if I played a female.
yeah.
Because Rasmin was Rasmin, not Rasmina. So that's why if people catch Leo or Mac calling me Rasmin, that's why, because they're very used to me for a year or more.
2 years almost.
Year and a half.
2 years calling me Rasmin.
Right.
So
Unfortunately, Mac just doesn't use people's names, so he didn't.
Yeah.
That's true.
it
insults us.
originally Rasmin had a family. But I decided to erase that family when I turned him into a girl.
That's crazy. That's crazy for someone who wants a family.
Part of his whole thing was he wanted revenge, because he had a daughter and a wife that got murdered. And I was like, well, Rasmina didn't. I don't want Rasmina to have had a daughter since she's a lady. So different. She birthed the thing. That's just, I don't know. That was weird to me.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know how to play someone who had a baby if it's not a dude. I don't know why.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody went through some character changes when we went live, because we had previously been using
I'm trying to figure this out.
what was the game system we were using?
Roll-
Basic Fantasy.
Yeah.
We were using Basic Fantasy, and even though we had been doing a lot of Shadow Dark work, and all the other groups were in Shadow Dark, it's just that when we started 2 years prior, I don't even think Shadow Dark existed. So we started off in basic fantasy, and so when we switched over, Leo was a ranger in basic fantasy, and now he's an ovate.
Oh, so is Resmin.
Yeah,
Nina.
Rasmund
Rasminina.
Rasmindo.
was also
Yeah.
a ranger.
We were
And
both
so-
like the double rangers. We were just.
Right.
I
Well,
would
and
kill.
so-
I would party kill, and she would just kill.
He would just shoot. He would shoot explosive arrows and thunder arrows into the party, and he like literally killed people. Killed us. All right. It's
But I also did the most damage in this party.
yeah, that's
He
true.
did.
we had a person that was a part of the party for a while. That what was his name? He was like this crazy guy.
Which one?
It was
Taylani?
Sam's
Taylani?
character.
Oh, that guy. I can never remember his name now.
Oh, the original one? Star, something
Dirt
Star.
Star?
Dirt Star.
Dirt Star or the one with the hair?
Do you remember when he convinced a child to run into fire and die?
Yeah, that was Dirt
Oh,
Star.
yeah.
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 That just added more to Mac's PTSD.
Right.
And then
You-
the mother went crazy.
Goodbye.
Yeah. You, the audience, won't know this, but Mac has a thing about kids. He won't allow them anywhere near fighting if he can help it, because of how many kids he's seen just get brutally murdered by gnolls.
Right.
Well, I mean, also Dirt Star sent some into the fires and flames. Just
Well, and Dirt Star, yeah, Dirt Star is who he is.
Yeah. Well,
What?
Yeah,
Dirt
this is their
Star,
grandma's fantasy story.
Dirt Star died by being eaten by Liliopsis.
Yeah.
That is
Well, he grabbed her treasure and booked it out of her cave.
Now, Liliopsis is the dragon that's flying around the castle right now, right?
that's helping
Yep.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Lollipops.
Okay. So why don't we tell the story of Liliopsis? That's a really good story.
You
She's a
can
real
tell the
piece of
story.
Because they don't want to.
We'll
It's
hop
kinda
around.
hold on a second, fellas. My peeps.
So one of the the Liliopsis thing all started because you guys plundered a cavern that had was there kobolds in it? I think
Yeah,
there were
Cobalt.
kobolds
There
in
was a
it.
Cobalt cave.
Kobolds and giant bugs.
Well, that's a different one.
Yeah, that was the first one. That's when I joined.
Yeah, that was a different one. Now we're talking about Liliopsis. So you guys plundered this kobold cave. You came finally. It took a little while, but you found the dragon's treasure hoard, but the dragon wasn't there.
Mhm.
Yeah, we didn't know it was a dragon treasure hoard. We just thought of all this treasure, and then
we
Dark
assumed.
Star was.
No, we were pretty darn sure there was a dragon.
Yeah. Well, there was a
Oh, yeah,
giant
yeah, we
crystal
did.
ball. There was a
Yeah.
massive crystal ball when you first went in, and you guys walked up and touched it or something, and the dragon appeared essentially in the crystal ball and talked to whoever was touching the crystal ball.
Was that
And of course-
Rasmund at the
Yeah,
time?
probably.
No, it was
Was it
Demi.
Oh, Demi.
Was it?
Right.
I miss Demi.
Rip Demi.
Me
Yeah,
too.
Rip
Yeah.
Demi.
So
Rip.
Liliopsis, everything that they could tell, Liliopsis was a red dragon. There was ornate carvings and drawings and paintings and so forth, and it showed her as a red dragon. Well, when she appeared in the crystal ball, she didn't look red; she looked gray.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, if anybody takes any of my treasure, you will die. And then there were fire troglodytes in this cave also. And while they were talking to Liliopsis, the fire troglodytes showed up and killed Mac,
Yep.
right? Mac died,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody else. You died, Red. No, you died in the
Did I die?
You might.
yeah, I think it was
You did. You had to
Yeah.
make a new character.
Right, you
Mhm.
made a new character.
I think it was a dwarf before,
Right. Okay. So yeah, or you were a gnome or something.
or gnome.
something
Yeah,
like
I think it was a gnome.
Yeah. So anyway, so Demi, the dragon shows up, and Demi says, "Hey, in your massive treasure hoard, do you have a scroll of resurrection? And she said that she did. And he said, Demi is female. Demi said, well, is there anything we can do for you to get that scroll of resurrection from you? And she said, yes, you will owe me a favor. So then, and this was all character created, right? This was not planned by me in any stretch. Like they created their own adventures as a result of this. So then,
much discussion.
yeah,
Negotiation.
Debating,
yes,
really.
right. So they got the scroll of resurrection. They took it back to the city where they had a friend who was a priest who could use the scroll. There was a 50% chance that the scroll would work. In addition to that, Rasmina, or Rasmund at the time, he had the crystal rose, and the crystal rose allowed the scroll of resurrection to affect multiple dead people. Multiple people had died in that cavern. So they brought their bodies back, and they were able to revive everyone, which included Mac and included Leo, and I don't even remember who else. But now they were forever beholden to this dragon.
Well, the kid, because remember the mom went ape shit, and
right.
so we resurrected the kid.
Right.
He got
And the
resurrected
mom,
much
because
later,
she
yeah.
sacrificed herself.
Yeah, she went and
Isn't
exploded
she-
on people.
She was an
Didn't he get
absolute
resurrected?
unit.
She turned
Didn't the
into
kid get
a
resurrected
yeah.
at the church?
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got a lot of people resurrected from that church, me
Right, yeah.
included.
Yeah.
And me.
So now they didn't know what they needed to do for the dragon, but they knew that they needed to do something. They eventually, and the dragon gave them a small crystal ball, which Rasmund carried. And it was a way for the dragon to speak to Rasmund and vice versa.
And vice versa, which has happened many times.
Something you need to understand about this situation with Rasmina having this ball to just freely talk with the dragon. Rasmund got a boon in the form of a flower from the unicorns. Rasmund cannot experience fear.
Right. Not just fear effects, but fear in general. So it's role played out that she is not afraid. She is not afraid of anything.
I'm a she
So we
now,
would-
but I wasn't.
So we would be talking about something. Oh, well, maybe we should tell the dragon this. Maybe we should tell the dragon that. And Rasmund would just go, yeah, it's a good idea. Hey, dragon!
Yeah, right. Boy, come on.
Oh, you great flying newt!
It's a good idea.
Sounds
You're
like
lying,
it.
Gecko.
Not me.
So the dragon then, they were on other missions. I don't even remember exactly what, but you guys were going around.
We had to fight the gnolls a lot.
Yeah, you were dealing with the Gnoll invasion. The Gnolls kept coming in deeper and deeper into territories, and further and further expanding themselves. And you were defending cities and helping people escape from cities as the Gnoll invasion continued on and on. So
Right, triplets.
so it continued to be a major deal, because always in the back of their minds they were worried about this dragon coming in and collecting. And eventually they found out that the dragon wanted help getting its color back, because it had lost its breath weapon. And so the dragon figured that with the crystal rose, it would be able to get its color back, or
I figured that out.
right, or getting a unicorn horn, which is the method that it thought it was going to be able to need to do. And so I don't know what you guys remember of all that.
Did either method work?
Well, I remember we needed more than the unicorn. We needed to collect a unicorn's horn. But then we also needed the sun
disc.
plate, sun
Sun
disc,
disc.
as a focus for it to even have a chance of working. And we ended up, Mac and Rasmina are friends with the unicorns, like face-to-face friends for some reason. Somehow they like us. And so we weren't about to be like, oh, let's go murder unicorns.
Right. That was a big problem.
But we were on a mission in the Blood Forest, and we ran into these creatures that looked like unicorns, but if they were spawned from Satan's ass.
Yes.
And we killed them, and I forget how it came up, but we found out that one of their horns would work for the ritual.
No, what had happened is that they had been converted from original unicorns to this demonic unicorn type.
Because
And
Right, but we didn't know that at the time.
No, you didn't know that. And then when you use the crystal rose to bring life back and remove the curse of the blood forest, then all the creatures in the blood forest who were transformed into these demonic things turned back into their normal selves, including unicorns. And you went, oh no, because
And also Mac.
what? Oh right, because you ended up getting converted
Yeah.
into something crazy.
The unicorn beast demon thing bit Mac, and so then he started getting all weird and craving blood, and I think there was somebody else in the party who also got bit. I don't remember though. It was weird. Fortunately, there were all these corrupted fruits that Mac could just eat to not have to try to attack the party. I did attack somebody though. I thought one time I failed my check.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So you ended up getting the unicorn horn by killing a good unicorn, but it was demonic at the time, so you didn't realize that you were doing something like that.
I realized.
Yeah.
At some point, I realized.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
I'm like, shit.
And kept it to herself.
No, I didn't. Did I?
You might have.
I think you did.
I was a man at the time. I thought I could do everything.
Right.
Red one.
Hey, Red.
Forget my poor decision making. I was a man at the time.
Hi, Red.
It's my med brain.
Hey, Ed.
I also
Yo.
wasn't scared of shit. I just had to do stuff.
I don't gotta tell nobody shit.
I gotta tell everybody shit.
Right. Like the bookcase.
I told people about the bookcase. I told everybody about the bookcase. Nobody listened. Y'all can go rewatch that shit.
Yeah, we kept having to make up excuses to the dragon for why we weren't on her quest too, because we had so much to do.
The dragon was like your girlfriend, that one girlfriend that's annoying and would keep on calling even though you told her you're busy at work. It's like,
well,
you gonna call me on break?
Do you remember that I dropped the crystal ball into the ocean and the dragon just I don't know where the fuck the dragon was, but the dragon went meow and picked it back up and
Yep.
set it back down. I'm like, oops, I dropped it. Sorry, thanks, I dropped it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Liliopsis. We're going through a tunnel right now.
Right. If I remember correctly, and I might not remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure that once again, Rasmund had called for Liliopsis and then realized that, wait a minute, why do I have this crystal ball? Maybe she can track us with this, and threw it overboard. And just as she was arriving, because you had called, and dove into the ocean to collect the crystal ball and give it back to you. That's what I remember.
I'm so smart.
Is that when we were on the boat?
Yep.
Yeah, you were on.
We were headed to the Fey Forest at that point, right?
That could be. I don't.
Was it a
remember
Fey
for
Forest
sure.
or that one kingdom that was controlled by the Knolls?
No, we were escaping from there.
I killed the No King.
That might be right around the time that guy named you the Saviors.
Who?
The guy who wanted to hear our story that Mac just did not trust at all.
I don't remember.
He
was in
sent
quick-
us,
Mac,
Wait,
you're getting
Mark.
mauled by the displacer kitty, man.
what?
Said you're getting mauled by the displacer kitty.
I am.
Yeah, he's attacking.
Well,
You keep phasing in and out. That's awesome.
The phaser beast.
Ash has
Yeah,
been
there
quiet
was
during all of this. Ash has been quiet during all of this because you came into the group
Yeah, way
kind
after.
of recently.
I'm having a great time listening to all this, though. I'm learning more about what happened to this goofy band of miscreants.
Right.
I
Well, but I'm
You
sure
definitely would have fit right in.
would have.
I'm sure that there's
and died with us.
some stories that you'd be able to tell though that happened before we went live.
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like what?
Well, I mean, you guys came up, you were on your way to go to the Shining City, and you went through a lot to get through all of the guards and all the stuff to actually get there.
That's true. That's true. Well, I was stuffed in a barrel for part of it, so that was great.
Tell us what it was like being stuffed in a pickle barrel.
Right? It smelled like
I
vinegar.
kind of forget that. Why did you get into a
I
barrel?
forget that too.
I'm not sure. I think it was Taylani's idea. I think. But me and the captain got stuffed in the pickle barrels. Because I think you guys were worried that we were going to get spotted or something, and the captain wasn't going to go along with it.
And Talani's going to use my staff of disguise.
That's right, and then turn to the captain, and then somehow Taylani started trusting me and let me out of the pickle barrel, and I went along with you guys, to play the game to get us to the city because there was a lot of roadblocks. A lot of guard towers, a lot of people questioning us. What the heck are you doing? Why are you going to the city? We got in a couple fights there. I think there were some manticores in that, weren't there? Or what were those little flying lion bat things?
Oh, yeah, they were.
Flying lion bats.
Yeah.
That was awful.
You mean Max Coat?
Yeah, Max Coat. Yeah, exactly. So that was a lot of fun.
Like the 400th time we had to fight that same one. Max, screw you, I'm going to coat out of you.
It kept on coming back for revenge.
Right as we were about to kill it, it kept running away. And then bringing more back with it, I think that's what we
Actually, the most annoying enemy we've went against so far was the flying monkeys in the they almost party wiped us.
Oh, we had flying well.
Yeah, okay, so to tell you about the other group that we were talking about at the beginning of all this, they decided, heck with it, we're going to Phasia. They went west and they ran into the flying monkeys just the last session.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a TPK. Almost completely wiped them out. I don't even know how they survived, actually. I can't.
We kind of survived thanks to smoke screening because I had some black smoke arrows that I took from one of the monkeys because they also had some.
Right.
E-spin.
So the reason why we survived is because I am a necromancer. Not a necromancer. I am a grave warden. Same fucking thing. Sort of.
In that other group.
In the other group. Everybody fucking hates me, mind you. I don't know why.
Wait, we like you in this group?
Well, then, I guess you all hate me all the time.
No.
They hate my character because she's a tiefling. She's a flesh tiefling, and she is for Lord Dominus, and nobody wants to follow him. I don't know why. and if they followed him, I could heal them.
But they don't have anything.
But nobody wants to follow him. No matter how many times
because he's French,
tell them that
they don't
I
trust
can heal
him.
you.
That's true.
Lord Dominus, nobody wants to follow him. So they're just all a bunch of dicks.
So how did you save them from the monkeys?
So I have this really OP necromancer's staff. This OP grave warden staff. How what level was he?
He was 10th.
A 10th level
Jesus.
grave warden staff. We killed him.
It took the whole party.
It took forever.
And,
I think we killed people. I think some of our team died.
Yeah, that group. Oh my gosh, they've gone through so many characters. I mean,
hold on. Let me finish my story before you go through all the characters.
So many died.
Let me finish my story.
I'm not gonna go through, but go ahead.
No, you should. It's fucking hilarious.
Pulls out the list.
Because this one guy died like 6 times. He's like, he doesn't understand Shadow Dark yet. So he keeps dying. Anyway, I have the staff can cast corpse explosion.
Ooh.
And I crit on a 17, 18, 19. No, wait. Yes?
Yeah, I think that's right.
17, 18, 19. I have
But
an
you
item.
also crit fail on a 1, 2, or 3.
Yes, so that too. So so there's that. So I crit corpse explosion on these bitches.
The flying monkeys.
Chain
And so that's
reaction.
why we survived. I mean, that's why we survived coming into contact with the Shining Knight.
The Shining Knights the first time. Yeah, they would have been wiped out.
But they all hate
Corpse
me.
explosion is disgusting.
This group,
Yeah, it's groovy, man.
Does
And
corpse
it's
explosion
happening.
have the material component eating at Taco Bell?
5d6.
Yes, you shit out your bum, corpse explosion.
See, that's
And
only when I
then-
eat Taco Bell.
Well, it does like what 5d6, right? Corpse explosion.
Yeah,
Corpse explosion is 5d6.
with a full human body.
So when you crit, I mean you wreck people.
Right.
They are you shouldn't even bother.
10d6. Wow.
You shouldn't even bother rolling. They just die.
Still, to see the cascade of dice across the screen is awesome.
Right.
Mm.
Yes.
I
It's
cannot.
almost it's beautiful almost. You just see like an explosion. You just go in a symphony.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Splat. Ugh.
So, yeah,
Ugh.
I would say
splat.
I would say that this group that we're talking about, they're kind of murder hobos. I think they and that's why they die so much.
Everybody is a miserable except for the French tiefling.
Yes.
Okay, the everybody hates me. I don't know why.
And
Because you're
Rather run away.
well, yeah.
I save all their lives all the time. No thank you.
Yes, yet they all die.
Yet they all die because they are stupid.
So
Stupid.
I think we should move to Vizier Thani. We need to know the history of Vizier Thani. I think everybody needs to know.
Okay, which time that he tried to murder us all are we going to start with?
Right.
He tried to murder. Like
There's too
the
many
first
accounts.
couple of episodes, he tried to murder us.
Every episode he showed up, he tried to murder us.
He tried to murder us. We fought off these people. We killed a bunch, and he's like, "No, I'm just kidding. No, it's all good. I surrender. We're good. We're friends now. Yes, yeah."
That's totally him.
Yes.
Okay, now be Leo. Now be Leo.
What? Nobody can be Leo. Leo is super unique.
Wait a minute. Are you Leo? That's impossible. I'm Leo.
I don't actually think I do that good a Leo.
You do amazing.
Yeah,
You're a good Leo.
You're pretty good.
See, now we need
Identical.
to hear Leo do a good Mac. That's what we need.
Right.
Oh, it's easy. Just be an asshole.
I have a
Just-
terrible Scottish accent. I don't want to try. It's embarrassing.
Just throw it as me that she's being dumb.
Nerd. Legit. I know.
Super unique.
Like,
That's awesome.
There's comedy gold, everybody.
Yeah.
if I were
so-
to die in some kind of weird accent, you have my honor to play me in the future.
Yeah.
Okay, please don't die though. I would like you to not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not. Have
I
that.
won't, but just in case.
Oh.
You know.
I'll do my
Just in
best
case
to
you
make
play
that not
Leo.
happen.
And
I'll put
today,
in my
filling
will.
the role of Leo.
What about
DiCaprio.
your brother? Your brother can just sit there shirtless like he was
Yes.
It comes in the family. It's part of the family.
You gotta
We
show a
trade
little
with our
nipple
shirts
now
off.
and then.
It's great.
We're born without shirts. We live without shirts.
Or without shorts.
Dang it, we're gonna die without shirts.
Dude, I can't see you. You drinking your coffee makes you turn invisible. You presidential person, you.
We're having a press
We all
conference,
gotta
right?
get green screens, by the way.
Yeah, we all do. Yeah.
Especially me, because I do this thing where like I just disappear and I have no
You
hands.
totally do. You totally
Yeah.
do. It's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And then you
I
can
don't
see part of
disappear
your kitchen
anymore. I
at
can
random.
just get up and do this.
I'm moving soon, so I might change my background. I haven't decided yet. That's why it's different now. I didn't feel like setting up.
Oh.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
I ordered a green screen. It should be in tomorrow.
Oh, really?
You know.
That'll help.
All right. So yeah. So Vizier Thani, he has his one eye as this clockwork eye.
Had.
Yes. Had. And that clockwork / magical eye allows him to see core crystals, which would include the crystal rose that she has. And
I was a he at the time. He tried to murder me.
Right. And so he arrived in the town that they were staying in, his caravan of
Assholes.
Yeah, the
Assassins.
We almost wiped their whole caravan out, but we still
merchants.
Oh, they pissed us off, man.
And all that.
Yeah, we almost
I
killed them
remember
all.
what happened. Do you remember?
What did Asher used to call him? Like
I forgot what happened.
Or something I can't even remember now.
What was the question?
Oh, I remember what happened. They were trying to assassinate us in our house. We were trying to sleep.
we were sleeping. Remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes. They wait till we
No,
go to
Mac-
try to assassinate us.
Mac was awake because he was praying at his moon goddess shrine he had made.
Mm-hmm.
What was that cat? What was that cat named that we let out and I befriended because
Nicolas
I had to?
Cage. Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage.
Nicolas Cage. We had to let
Nicolas the Cage.
Nicolas out of
Nicolas
his
the
cage.
Cage. Yeah. My tame.
so-
Oh,
He helped us kill people.
Nicolas.
I miss him. I need him back in my life.
What
Yeah.
happened to that cat? I don't even remember.
He's with the He's with the rest of the here. They're taking care of him right now.
yeah.
I left him
Mac
with
Mac made friends with him because he used to be able to talk with animals.
Right.
Wait. So there's a cat back with the rest of the caravan.
the first major
Whoa.
business we stayed in the first
Chill out there, Hansy.
I think
You're not on a winning streak.
Yeah, Mr. Cat Whisperer. Don't talk to my cat so he can betray us.
Sorry.
He's like wanting to lose the rest of his fingies. Like he's like, I think I need to even out my other hand.
Fifth time's the charm. Ow!
What I think is
Fifth time's the charm. Yeah.
I know. Let's trust this kitty cat. This kitty cat's normal. It might not eat my fingies.
what I liked is that he came back into the room asking for healing as though his character believes that will regrow his fingers.
Yeah.
Sometimes, remember that guy that we killed and then healed and then killed and then healed and some weird
you
stuff
mean
was
like
happening
the
with
guy that you got killed and
Yeah.
The captain.
He
didn't die.
The captain and we
The one you had a murder boner for?
Yeah.
Right.
the cat was like eating his arm? It was like hanging in his mouth or some shit.
The cats have 9 lives, but I have 10 fingers. It's all right.
Yes.
As long as I have one by the time we're done.
One
we're
will
good.
work out.
No.
So yeah. So
Any more stories now?
So-
What
so-
about Fasir Thani?
so
Oh, there's more funny.
Yeah. So Thani infiltrates your home. Tries.
Sorry, I don't know why that's so funny.
He's
Right.
a home intruder.
He
Try-
breaks into your home,
He tries to get.
He steals your kids.
The crystal
kills
rose.
my children.
But you guys thwarted
Lock
his.
up your diamonds. Lock up your wives.
They taking everybody out
Oh,
here.
what's happened? What just happened?
Hide your kids, hide your wives.
So, and you guys defeat him essentially.
Well, I think we
Yeah.
scared the shit out of the assassins too because they didn't realize we were awake, and I was like, "Hello, I'm awake." Shoots you with an arrow.
Yeah, you guys didn't have too much trouble with his assassins and stuff, if I remember right.
Well,
Yeah.
we had a kerfuffle downstairs with the horses though and stuff like,
Yeah.
and we had to let the cat out, and I had to befriend the cat with my stone that was the stone of like animal control, so I controlled the cat to kill a bunch of things. So
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage,
Yeah, because he
became my
wasn't
kitty.
tame at that point.
Yeah, he wasn't
was
tame.
still
Right,
betrayed.
no, he was not tamed.
In fact, I think he was like trying to kill Leo or
I don't know
somebody.
if you ever tamed him.
We started to befriend him, started feeding him.
Yeah, we started betraying.
I don't know about tamed, but we definitely made friends with him.
Okay.
Well, now that you're an
Oh,
ovate,
got
you can
raised.
totally go befriend
Uncaged.
him.
Yeah, he could be your ovate pet instead of the instead of the iguana, right? Isn't it an iguana?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Godzilla.
You can't replace Godzilla.
Why not? He keeps forgetting Godzilla exists.
Godzilla is so powerful.
People with-
I haven't found a good place to use them. Like I've used them like the two streams ago.
Yeah.
He hasn't found a good enough target for his.
Get away.
He hasn't found a good enough target for his atomic breath.
Well, if you had the kitty, I think you'd find more use for
Yeah,
a murderous
he'll actually
kitty
be able to
cat.
do something in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, your little chameleon thing could do something. Maybe I don't know. Nah.
It'll
was
be a
just
distraction
cool.
at most.
Yeah, it was like it does 1 point of damage or something.
Yeah, but that's
Unless I
scratch
learn like
across
somebody learns
salmonella.
a spell. Somebody learns a
Tongue
spell
whip.
gigantic, like to grow him.
Right.
Then he just
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, you guys confront Thani, and he explains that, hey, I just didn't know if it was gonna
Pretty
be
sure we tied him up and beat the shit out of him.
in the right hands, or if it was something that because if the wrong people got the crystal rose, then bad things.
That
could
was
happen.
the second time we met him, though, that he did that.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact sequence of everything,
I do.
but
This was after we met him the second time.
and so yeah, you guys came very close to killing him while you had him in captivity.
Yeah, we tied him up and everything, and he escaped somehow.
I don't
And
remember.
at the time,
We tied him up
Rasmus,
and we beat the shit out of him.
His people rescued him. Yeah.
And the whole thing was the Knowles attacked, and so he had
Yeah.
free ride out of there because of that.
yeah,
Right.
Rasmund wanted his eye because at the time Rasmund only had one eye.
Right. Yes.
Except I went through some kind of thing. I turned into a baby.
Right. We should talk about that.
Yeah,
This
let's
is
talk
wobbly,
about that
tiny,
before I say
whiny
I turned
You were a
into baby.
shapeshifter the first time I played the game with you guys, because you were like changing so rapidly. I was like, I think Rasmus is a shapeshifter.
Rasmus is actually a changeling.
I'm supposed to be a freaking
maybe.
something.
Yeah, are you a werewolf yet?
That for some reason this
It
boy
didn't-
won't let me do.
No, it didn't take.
No, it did take.
Nah.
No, it did take. No, it totally took.
When we
See,
No,
what
it-
happened was
it
when
took.
Rasmina became
It took. You're a liar. I wanted to be a were thingy.
Yep, but it didn't happen.
No, you're gonna let me be a were thingy.
your curse was lifted due to transformation. Yeah, apparently.
Right.
You have to go back to the farm and get bit on the butt again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was there. Definitely.
I was there.
It's why I turned into a woman. That's my were power.
we have a witness.
From male to women.
See, really, Rasmund just became a werewoman.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Not
go.
only on the
That is
full
true.
moon do I turn into
And-
a woman.
There it is. It works.
I suppose going through the
What are
time.
we talking about? Oh yeah, the time thing. That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's
the
probably
time
why.
tower or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Tiny
Well,
whiny.
Mac, what happened to the time thing?
So the guy who dubbed us the saviors, and Mac never agreed to that. He told us about a wizard's tower where some wizard had discovered some fantastic time magic, like untold powers, the world has never seen before, and it sent us to investigate it. And it was on our way anyway, so we went through it, and there was this tower. It was like, wasn't it full of ghosts or something, like specters on the first floor?
Some kind of wisp thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those sucked.
Yeah.
But there are also these little like
Yeah, they appeared. They had taken over an adventuring party, and so this adventuring party came running at you, firing arrows and
Apologizing.
and using
We're
spells. and
sorry.
saying, I'm sorry. We don't want to do this. We're being controlled.
Jimmy.
Jimmy!
We
Jimmy,
didn't-
Jimmy,
Sorry, you
Jimmy,
don't have to be sorry at
Jimmy.
we didn't kill them all.
It's
I think-
Jimmy.
We
When
like
we
your
managed-
song. Congratulations.
We're just
Live it
telling
off.
stories tonight, Jimmy. We're just
Didn't we manage to save two of them?
What?
What?
Didn't we manage to save two of the controlled people?
I
Like,
think so.
At least, yeah.
yeah, I think we managed to save two and then dumped one down a well or something.
I don't know.
It was probably the
But,
most threatening one.
Yeah, there's also all these little energy wisp looking things just floating all over the place. And we find a big containment unit where we think they're supposed to go, but it's like damaged, right? And they're they're leaking out.
How are we gonna answer that question?
Well, which book is he talking about?
Which book? Our next,
Are
like,
you talking about Unnatural Selection, or are you talking about the Crystal Saga? You can tell us that. Well,
Crystal Saga is the next book.
that'll be the next book. I mean, that might not be the title of it, but
Yeah, it's not the next. That's not the title, but
yeah. Anyway, what were you saying, Mac?
yeah, man.
Well, we found the containment. We found some weird floor with a bunch of like rods of different colors that I don't remember if it was a puzzle or just something that happened to be there, and then we got stuck there for a while
Yeah,
trying to figure it out. But once we got up to the main floor, right, like the top floor of the tower, there's this giant painting on a wall and a lever and like a portal contraption.
3 levers.
3 levers, yes. And once we figured out how to return all the energy wisp things back to their containment, it powered up, and depending on the placement of the levers, the portrait would change to either like a baby, a teenager, a young person, a middle-aged person, an old person, then like a skull face. And depending on which portrait was up, you passed through the portal, you got spat back out at that stage of life. And so we were messing with it. And did Mac convince Rasmund to jump into the baby portal?
Rasmund just went through. Rasmund turned into a baby at one point.
Yeah,
And Rasmund
Rasmund
came out laughing his ass off as a baby. And you had to throw Rasmund back through.
Yeah, Mac yeeted Rasmund back in at the young man level, young person, young adult, whatever.
Tiny baby.
But weirdly, when Rasmund came back, Rasmund didn't have any of the scars he'd accumulated
He
or
had a shit
missing
ton of
the eye
scars.
or any of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
He came back hella handsome, mind you.
because he was reverted back to a younger age and then came back in age having not received any of those. It was the best we could guess. And so then we all took turns going through and just messing around, with the exception of Taylilani, because he was like, yeah, no, it's fine.
I'm an elf.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Leo's a teenager. His wife won't recognize him. Mac's a teenager again. He's like, I'd like to tack a few more years onto my life. Why not?
well, yeah, and every time you use the crystal rose, roses grow out of your skin and such. And so Rasmund was starting to get quite a few roses coming, but when he went through the time portal, he lost most of or all of them. And so only has a few now as Rasmina. I am healing up great. I am almost fully back to my previous self. Probably another week or two, and I'll be 100%.
Also, this answer. Oh, hey, thanks,
Oh,
Dungeon Delver.
Yay, the Dungeon Delver!
All right.
Thank you so much, man.
This guy
Thank
wants
you.
us to
Yeah.
be thrown into a sphere of annihilation. He just wants us to get murdered.
Yeah. When are you gonna do a guest shot on mine? We'd love to. We'd love to do a guest shot. We watched you the other day, and it was great.
Yeah, we did watch it. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yep. So we would love to.
Yeah, that was fun.
You let us know. We would be available starting as soon as next week. Just let us know. We're there.
But also, we haven't answered the book thing. The books should
Okay.
be available to us.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But the last we heard, everything was lining up so that everybody would get their Unnatural Selection books
In October, late
in
October,
October,
probably.
late October.
Maybe
Halloween-ish
early
time.
September. Yeah.
Now we saw a sample of the fully manufactured book, and we saw some problems.
Which doesn't make sense because we got 3 separate test samples, which
sent to us.
mind you, they cost hundreds of dollars to get. Okay, so we did this because we wanted it to be perfect, and they still fucked up.
Yeah,
That's
Maybe.
crazy.
It seems like. So we don't know what's going to end up happening with all that. We're waiting to hear back from them.
Yeah, so
So hopefully that date doesn't change, but it just might because they messed up.
Yep. So I hope it's okay. We haven't heard back from them after we messaged them because we messaged them and they're probably like, fuck.
Yeah. We just made thousands of books wrong.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I hope they get it all straightened out for you. because
Yeah, you're paying that much.
I'm not just supporting the audience members who want it. I'm also receiving one.
Right.
Yeah.
Me too.
Do you want to know what the catastrophic problem is? It's like off center by like, but it's enough that it's just
You're not actually.
It's
accurately
noticeable.
representing how.
Is it like a whole centimeter off?
It looks it's maybe
It
more
looks
than that.
off. Okay.
It just looks bad. Not about the size. It just looks wrong.
Size doesn't matter.
That should be the name of the third book. Catastrophic problem.
Oh,
all about talking to cat creatures.
So the camera is my iPad, and the
It's
camera
resting on her knee.
is resting on my knee. Oh yeah, you gonna take your shirt off? Oh no, it's a cat.
No,
Oh,
it's a cat.
They
They haven't paid the money. They haven't paid the money yet. Now you scared the cat.
Five more.
Yeah,
Five more bucks, everybody, to get
Nobody-
Leo.
See that?
Nobody paid to play.
Right.
Nobody's paid.
Well, they didn't see this because we had Dungeon Damsel After Dark, but it's taking the shirt off randomly chosen for $10.
Yeah, they haven't paid $10. They ain't getting nothing. It ain't a free show.
Just watch. Someone else is gonna spend $5 for you to take your shirt off.
That's $10.
Or somebody
gotta
else.
roll.
Whatever. We don't have to make this ridiculous. This is Dungeon Damsel After Dark.
It's not a
just
price.
chilling. This is a chill stream.
Just watch previous episodes. Leo nip slips all the time.
Right.
That's like one time, okay?
Yes,
Right,
if you super
$5 more.
Path of annihilation.
somebody has to take off a shirt.
Wait. So if I super 5 more.
Yeah. It's randomly chosen.
Randomly chosen.
If it's me, I better have a shirt on underneath
We
it.
got 5.
We get canceled.
Right.
Supercharged.
Oh my god, look how cute he is. He's so big.
Oh my goodness. That's a stunk.
That's awesome.
He looks like he should have Princess Leia chained to his throne.
You should
It does.
Han Solo.
Oops. Oh boy.
I don't remember what we were talking about now.
Taking shirts off.
No.
The
We're talking about
Now's not the time, Rasmina.
Other than the
There's
shirt,
always
there it
the
is.
time.
There it is.
That's true until somebody spends $10.
No.
Greg is in another state, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think that's
you were
Greg was
delicious.
supposed to-
I
he was
did.
supposed to be here this week.
No, I think he was. I think last week he was supposed to be here. This
He was
week,
yeeted
he's
into a
gonna be
sphere of
here.
annihilation.
He's in India. No, not in India.
No,
Where is
next
he?
week he's going to be in Kansas City. He's going to be doing this from there.
No, I think he's in Kansas City right now.
No.
It's hunting
Next week.
season. He just had to disappear for a little while.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what happened.
Maybe
It's
he'll show
rabbit
up.
season.
There's
Yeah.
another hour of this, right?
Fawn season.
It's fawn season.
Rabbit season.
It's
Yeah.
phone
Fawn
season. He's
season.
hiding.
Rabbit season.
Fawn season.
Rasmina season.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably true.
That's probably true.
Oh, right. All right. I think
Oh,
Now I have to get like that spinner thing and
Okay.
spin the names.
all right. All right.
In the
I'm
name.
subbing right now, Dungeon Delver. I'm subbing right now.
Here, you hold this.
I'm
That's
subbing
great.
right now.
Don't,
Well,
I don't want to be on camera. Hold like this. You can hold yourself.
Oh, I
You can be
see.
on camera.
Okay, I'm
Not
going to
me.
be here.
Go
All right.
like this.
All right.
Anyway, I'm gonna be searching on my phone. No, I said no.
I know. I just want to hold it up.
I'm gonna
There
go
we go.
hide. Ugh.
Okay, so she's going to find some way that we can randomly choose who has to take their shirt off.
Yeah, one second.
We are really going to get canceled for this, you know. We did this for the algorithm.
This is very anti-sexual, okay?
this is a family friendly.
Yeah.
Family is full of 18-year-olds.
All right.
You know?
Subbed to the Dungeon Delver.
Nice.
Wheel of names.
Oh, I gotta do this on my phone.
I'm really hoping for Zane.
Welcome to the wheel of names.
Oh, I am very warm, so yeah.
Welcome to the Wheel of Nakey.
I can
The
show you
wheel
my
of
scars.
Nakey.
Zane. Bunny.
It would be
Also thing
safer
about
having
having
the
a green
cat.
screen is I could
Cat.
change it to a wheel and just stand up, but like we spinning.
Yeah, yeah.
Leo.
I need more space to do that though.
Who else is there?
Did you get it? There's 5 of us.
Leo, Mac, and
Ash.
Asher.
Subbed.
Nice.
No, she's gonna make it more fancy than the D6 roll.
I'm gonna allow our
Oh, no.
cats to exist.
Oh no! See, that's what it is. If we roll a 1, then all the audience has to take their shirt off.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
That's a critical fail. You all
Right.
Okay, I'll add the audience in there. If it's Bunny, I gotta get a shirt on.
If it's a 1, the dungeon delver has to take his shirt
You have
off.
to take a picture of yourself and send it in the mail in a PBO box.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Let's do this like this. Let's do this like this.
Rah.
Okay,
Rah.
here goes. Here's the big spin.
Watch it.
Can you see it?
Who is it?
Oh, it's Maggie!
I thought it was gonna be me.
Oh,
I knew it was going to be me.
I'll take your shirt
Yeah.
off. Oh, lovely.
Take it off and disappear.
Come on, you midget. Let's see it, midget. Let's go.
Me.
Rah.
Hey, the midget. All right, there we are.
So bad. We are
Where's my
definitely
ones?
gonna
Ah.
Where's my ones?
And it's this is just
It's super flattering, right?
This is exactly what you paid for.
Hold on.
Reset randomly.
Super chat to put it back on. Yes.
It does make it worse.
yes.
It's like he's straight up on the
Please.
C's.
Please.
He's on 7 C's.
Please do.
The hat low-key makes it work.
Yes.
Oh my
He's just a scurvy dog on the C's, the 7 C's.
That's true.
With his cat.
This isn't this
I know.
isn't
I'm sorry to
safe for work.
disappoint
This
you.
isn't safe for any.
We all wanted Leo to get naked.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. Maybe you have to do another time. Another $10. Who knows? Rally's rejecting this.
Last comment is the best. Last comment.
That's true.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh my god.
I apologize to anybody who knows me in real life. Anybody who doesn't know me in real life, eat it.
Oh, geez, no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Crying.
I'm crying.
Yeah,
Y'all
our eyes
just
are
see?
crying.
I'm blind.
We're all crying. I am. Yeah.
You don't know what's
Just-
going on.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm
Oh.
glad he's invisible most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
That way
too.
YouTube can't do anything.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. It's true. True. Nerd, you're right.
Yeah.
There's no proof.
Oh, this really got out of
He's
hand.
finished.
I'm gonna turn the AC on. This laughing is making me hot.
Nerd. Fuck.
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Wow. I mean, I wrote that as a joke, but it came to fruition.
Thank you, the Dungeon Delver, for
Yes,
that.
thank you
Oh,
for,
yeah.
for having
Thank
that
you
time
for
with
that.
us.
I really appreciate it.
Memory.
I still like this one.
Core memory
Always
unlocked.
rejecting.
That is a core memory. I'm gonna fucking remember this.
Oh man, this
Wow.
will go down in Crystal Saga history.
Yes.
Yes.
Your grandchildren would be singing these streams from now on.
The interesting thing is that when he took his shirt off, his armor class went up by 1.
Or trauma.
His armor class went up by 1. They're like, get away.
Or
Get away
trauma
from
a
him.
lot.
Nope. Stop, cat.
Well,
Mac-
anyway.
If I was had a pirate ship, you would be my first mate for sure.
There's
Oh, if you had a pirate ship, there would be a mutiny, and then I would be the captain.
Right. You're right. You have a
Okay.
Okay.
Should we try to reel this back in?
What were we talking about? The time tower?
Yeah, the time tower.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Let's go back to the time tower.
Yeah, let's pull lever number 2 this time.
Wrong lever, Crunk.
So yeah, after we got done with all of our shenanigans because we're all dumb, Mac actually went and he captured several of the little energy moat things so that the tower was inoperable after we left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And then we climbed to the top, and there was this giant bird, and it's a giant baby bird.
Baby bird.
That we tried as hard as we could and managed to successfully not have to murder them both to get to the top, to get up the cliff after the tower.
Right.
Oh, well, hey, to answer Coco's question, Bert Kreischer just showed up. That's what's going on right now. Blinking
just
in and out of existence.
We're not playing right now. We're being stupid right now because we're not at our computers. We're at an iPad balancing on my knee.
Yeah, and so we're just telling stories of the past.
And someone's shirt got super chatted off. And we were all crying.
That happens when I take my shirt off in public. People cry.
We unlocked the core memory / core trauma to some.
Yeah, we've caused some trauma in some of our viewers.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Yep.
And castmates.
It is a stark reminder to me again that I need to lose a lot of weight.
But legitimately, when you put the hat back on, you look like you belong there without a shirt. Like it's like you are totally a pirate and you pull it off. Like I don't know what the hell just happened.
Well, I mean, and the audience doesn't know this. The only reason I haven't been wearing my leather hat this whole time is because it doesn't fit over the other headset I was wearing.
Right.
And so I specifically bought this other one so I can. So audio issues aside, hopefully you'll be seeing me with the top of my head looking proper from now on.
Nice. Yeah, we need to do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm doing that too.
To doing the headphones. Yeah.
Anyway.
So
do I need to start using my my in-ears or something?
If you want to.
You don't have to.
I don't know if my microphone or my speakers cause any problems. Nobody said anything.
It doesn't seem like they do.
No, like I'm surprised. Like yours work out so well. Your setup.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I want a microphone like yours, man.
Fuzzy and fluffy.
Fuzzy. Yeah.
Fuzzy and fluffy.
All right. So how about this? Why don't we go around and you guys give predictions as to what's going to happen next? What do you think is going to happen? Are you guys going to be able to get the skull from the queen? Is there, what surprises might be in store? Like, I want to hear what you guys think is going to happen. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. We're all going to die.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
That was my prediction. Get out of my head, mate. Get out of my head.
Sorry. Let me start that over again. We're all going to die.
It's even better when you're invisible, so that's almost like
right?
Yeah, right.
It makes it more ominous.
Right.
We're all going to die.
We are
I
definitely
can't, I can't do a very good Usher yet. I'm working on it.
we're definitely going to die. That's true.
We're definitely
That's
going
it. That's
to
your
die.
that's your predictions. Boy, that's
Oh yes. Yes. I'm kind of counting on it. I've got a lot of voices in my back pocket I want to play with.
True. Like
Read
not
this.
like
He has a lot of voices in his head.
I've got plenty of voices.
So we get Asher to redeem himself by dying for the cause.
Ooh.
self-sacrifice.
Self-sacrifice. Maybe.
Yeah, but then we have to house break a new one, and this one is finally using the box.
I'm just I'm just really hoping that we don't get like wiped in the lamest possible way. Like, I mean, if we die, we just get the hands of like the queen
You like at
herself.
that time that we almost got killed by those tamed cats from behind?
What are you talking? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you let the cats run
The audience
free
will know.
and they killed them.
It's like Ramus.
Cats.
I mean, he's a tasty, innocent man.
Yeah, tasty Ramus.
He was seasoned with roses.
Christ, goodness.
He was seasoned with oregano.
Oh,
Water.
what? These are just. This is just a bag of rose petals.
Just smearing on his body. So what are you doing?
No, I brought you some roses is all. It's a bouquet.
Okay, I'm giving you another chance.
All
Other
right.
than you all dying, what do you predict is going to happen?
We're gonna save the world.
That's lame.
We're gonna get outside, having completely forgotten that we owe Liliopsis something from the vault. Rasmina's gonna argue, and we're gonna take a breath weapon to the face.
She's a golden dragon. She'll be
Yeah,
nice.
she's a good dragon now. Good-ish.
No,
Not
honestly,
nice, just not murderous.
we might make it to the queen. I just feel like it's probably going to be in shackles instead of like with our weapons drawn. So
That's interesting
if it's
because
in
I
shackles,
originally
we
thought
can
we
plan
should
for it.
just give up and like take it directly to her.
you did. I remember you saying that. We should just get arrested.
The
So
problem
we
is,
can
if we
just,
get arrested, they're gonna
attack
take
us.
all our stuff, including the crystal rose.
That is true.
Right.
Yeah, but you know.
Also, my armor is illegal.
It is?
Yes, it's chroma.
Oh.
Well, now you guys have all.
If
kinds
that's the
of
case, we
problems.
have a bunch of illegal items. I have a illegal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I don't want to lose the scrolls I have.
Did you notice that the majority of the stuff in the vault was chroma?
Yeah.
And
She's a whore.
Yeah, I don't think this was the vault. I think this was the contraband lockup.
Sweet.
His armor, your armor is illegal?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why he took his shirt off.
Well, maybe they don't understand the chroma thing.
It crossed into the Shining City without documentation.
Yeah, I didn't have papers.
I mean, technically, because they didn't test it to find out.
Asher, why is chroma illegal?
You know, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. I mean, I know you told me once before, but my brain escapes me.
Right. So chroma. Does anybody else know the answer to that question?
There was a big near apocalypse scenario that happened because of the overuse of chroma. What, like 1,000 years ago or something like that in world?
Right.
Right.
And so now it's just blanket illegal or frowned upon in almost everywhere.
Right.
So it's not just the Shining City.
Nope.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
As far as you know, yes, it is. It's contraband everywhere.
Wow.
Like this is like Chroma magic, like literally almost reality bending magic. Like it's that powerful.
Your mom was
Right.
watching this.
Yeah.
Hello, Zane's mom.
Hey, Zane's mom.
Yeah, probably.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. If she's
Hi,
not watching it now, she'll be watching it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, my parents and my sisters watch almost every week, apparently.
Okay, who wants to answer Nerd's question?
The DM.
Nah.
Chroma is rainbow magic.
Rainbow.
Unicorn magic.
It's unicorn.
Kind of.
It's rainbows. Everybody says hi to Zane's mom. Hi, Zane's mom. Yeah.
As far as I know, Chroma magic. Yeah, it's similar to standard magic, except it's like just a sidestep that is more potent than standard. Yeah, rainbows and unicorns.
Right.
It's like a +3 versus a +1.
Yeah. Think of more like a refined version of magic. Like it's
a
pure
rainbow,
magic.
colorful. It shoots rainbows when you use it.
Right.
Like anything you do, like I have a bow and arrow that shoots rainbows out of its butthole when I shoot an arrow, and it goes wee with an arrow.
That's cool.
And my
are your arrows bees that go up people's butts? I don't think so.
What's
Shut up with your bee butthole.
Never. Anal bees will be here forever.
what did you guys?
And they're not illegal.
they're the gift that keeps
Nurse, I would highlight your comment, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it's okay to highlight
the real life.
What is you guys found Chroma cupcakes?
Oh, those were fun. Those are one of the reasons it's alive.
Thus I created
They give us like temporary powers.
My bird.
Yeah, you had like recreation powers. Like you could create whatever you wanted to.
Yeah, in a limited time, but it all went away eventually.
Yeah, imagine like a Mario power-up mushroom.
I missed all the cupcakes. What the heck?
They allow you to perform feats of magic that you have otherwise no right to be able to cast. Like Mac primarily used it to translocate himself a lot.
Rasmina flew around the whole place, farting sparkles, and found some unicorns and made a bird, and then the unicorns helped him make it a real bird.
Leo tested Mac's teleportation.
Is that the bird we still use?
Oh yeah.
It's my my necklace. Well, since we were in Basic Fantasy, I had made a bird, but since we transferred over to Shadow Dark, we made it into like a talisman type of thing.
Cupcakes at the hospital.
So yeah, that was weird. Keto cupcakes.
That sounds good.
How the fuck do they make keto cupcakes? You have to put no sugar. I mean, that's possible. It's just cupcakes. Trust me. Keto's so.
It's just bacon wrapped filet mignon with a meat paste
with cheese
put on top
with cheese cream.
Now that's a cupcake.
That's a cupcake. I want that as my cupcake.
Guys.
Yeah, man.
And so they'll get to find out if they try to use Chroma magic without the permission of the unicorns, what exactly happens.
I have no actual idea. No idea. That I have no idea.
I'm excited to find out because Mac and Rasmina are Team Unicorn.
Right.
I have some Chroma scrolls, I think, in my inventory. I have to look again.
Yeah.
I think most of them got some Chroma scrolls.
You can totally put your shirt back on if you want to.
Yeah, you're not. It's not for the rest of the stream.
For some reason, it just denies your existence when you don't have one.
Yeah.
Let's leave this up to the audience. What does the audience think? Should I put my shirt back on?
Right. And we all wait. We just
stare
at the
No way.
Yeah.
We died when this happened.
I'm telling you.
I mean, he's holding a cat. That's his shirt right now.
Right.
Everybody get shirtless and hold a cat.
That's $10.
My cat will cat nowhere near.
It'll be cat animal rights activists how we
It's
do
hard
it.
stand.
I'm sure he started off with no pants.
Right, that's standard for YouTube.
Didn't we
Wait,
all
what?
start out?
The only thing he
Didn't we
was
all
wearing was
start out
underwear.
with no pants?
Who wears pants in this day and age? Seriously. You get yourself
Seriously.
a nice long tunic and a belt. It's all fine. It's all the same.
Keith, you've got me curious now. You said that you have all these other voices. I want to hear another voice or two.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite is for a gnome named Tobias Nibbleroot. His name is Tobias Nibbleroot.
Nipple root?
Guy.
The smartest
Nibbleroot.
artificer in all the land.
I don't even understand what he's saying.
I do.
Only, no,
Hilarious.
he's got a face for it.
He's the smartest
You saying you don't understand my gnomish? What's wrong with you? Open your ears, Shane.
Look, you show up because you have a shirt on.
Yeah, now you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
We fixed reality now.
Where you been?
Reality was broken, and now it is fixed.
It's all
I mean, that
together.
it does make it difficult to take a shower when I just phase out of reality.
Yeah, soap just goes through your hand like, well.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kat. Did I just kick you?
Okay, now I want another voice from Keith.
You want another voice from Keith?
Yeah, you said you had bunch.
I do have a bunch, but I mean, I don't know.
Come on, show us.
All right.
That's not some of the other voices in your head.
I would love to play.
One of your personalities.
I'd love to play an orc. Cause I want to get a nice deep voice. Like,
You say a nice dick voice.
and
I like it.
I did hear Dick. I heard it's a nice
A
dick
nice
voice.
dick voice.
I heard, but I knew what you were
want to
saying.
get a club. Want to get a club and some axes, you know.
I'm gonna club you.
Oh, I want to club them so much.
You want to go clubbing?
I want to go clubbing. I want to go clubbing with that chroma magic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My question, Keith, is how 40K is this orc?
He loved the copper. Yeah. I'm gonna blow a copper right in your anal
I
bees.
know. Do we have channel memberships?
We do, but I don't know how to access them.
Yeah, I don't know how to have you access
We
them
did
either.
create channel memberships, yes.
I don't know if we solidified what we were
Maybe
doing
we
with them.
didn't solidify it, but I thought we did, and nobody's bought any, probably because they're not available somehow. Maybe there's something else that we have to turn on to make it work. Not sure. But we'll check into it next week, and we'll let you know.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Chase? So this guy is from Planet Fitness, and he.
Oh
and
my
we,
gosh!
And we
that's
talk to him all the time. Well, I talk to him, not we. I guess you're not there. You haven't met him
great.
yet.
I haven't been there yet. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes. Well, no, I didn't. What was I supposed to talk to you about? Yes, playing games. We could play games every now and again. Like there's like team
He wants
games.
us to play video games together in a stream situation.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Cooperative
Oh.
video games.
Just kinda
Maybe
break it up
have-
a little bit.
I low-key was thinking about something like that.
Like
Like
have
Baldur's
have
Gate 3?
seen,
That seems like a perfect one.
have you?
I have the game.
Have you seen Chained Together? It looks ridiculous.
Yes.
Together.
Is that what it's
Yes, I
called?
want to get that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine
Chained
us
Together.
trying to do that and communicate with each other.
Yeah, we'd be yelling at each other and
No, clearly we have to play Lethal Company.
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one.
It's fun. I'm gonna say that.
It's a team
Figure game.
capitalism.
There's a six-figure game we should play together. It's hilarious.
It's
but
team
we'd all be
capitalism, monsters, and going. No
versus-
spelunking.
capitalism
Yeah.
Yes.
and monsters.
Yes.
Yep.
I want to play. I would really like dead serious. Since this is an RP group, I would love to do like a one-off of Paranoia.
I've been
Paranoia.
looking into that.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've been
You-
looking
Like
into
where?
that.
What about werewolf or like there's
World of
another one.
Darkness is cool because
There's
it's
one
really,
where we all have to defuse a bomb together, or we all have to fly a spaceship together. Like there's a couple of games we should play.
Yeah.
We could play Amongst Us.
Yes, we can also play Among Us. That'd be
That would be fun.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Among Us.
Plus, it's very inexpensive, so it's
Right.
it'd be easy for all of us to do. So yes, I totally discussed the idea with him, but I didn't discuss it with my friends. So
yeah, you're
now
right.
I just did.
Just got discussed.
I definitely like that idea. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
I'll be
Of
down.
course, from a roleplay perspective, if we did Baldur's Gate 3, we could all just make characters and then just roleplay those characters.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. We totally could do that.
Yeah.
That actually would be kind of fun.
So what Chase is saying is that he thinks that this group is freaking hilarious, right? And,
Yeah.
And we are freaking well. We at least crack each other up. I know.
Yeah.
And so it seems like that we are, from his perspective, we're a great. What's the right word?
He also might be
Chemistry, right? We've got a good chemistry together as a group. So
I don't know. I think it's more like alchemy.
True. True. With equivalent exchange and all.
He's also probably working right now, guys.
Yeah.
And doing this, and he shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, it's open 24 hours or something.
I think it is.
Okay.
I have a friend that goes in at like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Do you remember? We2O goes in and plays. He works out.
Oh my gosh.
What's
I
wrong
should
with
get
you?
a
Why
gym
are you
membership.
dying?
I don't know.
I need one too. I'm a little flabby.
Yeah. You all saw. So.
I need to lose about 35 lbs.
Yeah, I go to play the one downtown.
My problem is nobody is guilting me into going and losing weight yet because with my build, you don't know how overweight I am.
You just took your shirt off.
I am considerably heavier than I look.
Driving home? Don't type. What the fuck? Chase?
You're typing and driving. I'm reporting you. You're reporting.
Distracted driver.
Reported.
There's like no rules in Mississippi. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Reported.
God. Dude,
You have
So-
to answer 25 out of 30 questions right to be able to get a driver's license, and that's it. All right?
That's crazy.
I got 29 out of 30 questions right. All right?
you failed.
Okay.
Critically failed.
Yeah.
Are there any other topics we want to do? It's I think we should probably wind it down soon.
This is fun, though. I'm having fun here.
Trying to think if there's anything else important like that the audience doesn't know from the before times.
Right.
I'm on an interstate. It's
before-
fine.
It's fine. Oh,
Look at
shit,
this.
dude.
Swerving in and out of all the lanes. Yeah.
We
He's fine. He won't crash by time. But
Famous last words.
So the audience doesn't know we own 1.5 houses, unless the
Oh yeah.
unless the Sparrow's Sparrow's Pass house got rebuilt for us.
Right. Yeah.
But
So
we-
they bought a house in their first town, and then the town got ransacked by
Knowles.
gnolls and
Almost
it was all on
immediately.
fire and burning. And so they just left it like screw all that, we're out of here.
Yeah, totally.
And-
Well, what are we supposed to
And
do?
and when Bunny Rasmina and who was with you at the time?
I don't. Mac actually, I think was with me.
Was it when you
I
guys
was-
bought
I was
the
there, too.
property?
It was Mac.
It was Mac, yeah.
You bought some property on the ocean, on the bay.
They
and
built a house for like $200. That was it.
Sitting
I was like,
on the
okay.
dock of the prairie.
And they built us a dock.
Yeah.
And a
So
dock.
200 gold,
I
and
don't
we just
think
got.
it was 200,
It
but
was cheap.
yeah, maybe it was cheap. And yeah, so they have a beach house.
Beachfront property, bitches.
And also, it's slowly being enveloped by Fey foliage because Mac, though he hates the Fey forest, he hates it. It's awful. He planted this tree we got from a big tree creature, and planted all these like Fey healing herbs because in basic fantasy, Mac's ability to heal was garbage.
Yeah.
He had very little healing, so he was basically an herbalist.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was useless. No offense.
No, I get it.
Basic
Like
fantasy is
plantain.
hard.
Plantain.
Basic fantasy is hard.
Yeah. So you have
Also, Roll20 hated Mac for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Roll20. Well, okay. When we first started up in whatchamacallit, what are we using
Forge
now?
Foundry.
When we started Foundry up, we were. Do you remember the first night we played live?
Yeah.
We sucked.
Mm-hmm. Not Mac.
Thawny's dream or nightmare, or whatever you want to call it, was just
Was that the test run, or was that the first live?
I think it was the first live we got.
I think it was the first live.
Was it the first live? Because I thought it was a nightmare.
Mac did amazing.
Yeah, right. Was that
like my goals were just slightly above average, but that's the best Mac's ever done.
Does the audience remember?
was the first?
I think everybody was losing their spells and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
First live, the one where Rasmina was alone back in the hotel room, and
Yes.
Okay, right. But you guys made quick work of those guys, if I remember right. They weren't that challenging for you.
I had to use darkness. And
Not that kind of herbalist.
Darkness and run.
Actually, speaking of which, I got at first, and somewhat a little bit still, I get the sneaking suspicion that Fex is like some sort of spy.
Now that he's not here, let's talk about him behind his back.
Yeah, let's talk about him behind his back.
He's dumb.
We've just about housebroke Asher, but I think Fex is going to be a whole other ordeal.
Oh, good luck. Yeah.
He's like, I'm better him.
Why do you think he's a spy? Is he a spy?
Why do you think he's a spy?
I don't know, man. Just some of his actions are just like way. But that could just be the way he is.
It could also be because Greg is
playing a fae.
Yeah, and drinking alcohol.
Well,
I'm gonna say this. Even as
like
someone as a Fade Wild resident myself, he acts weird. Like we don't
coming
act
from
like
another day. Yeah, he's weird.
No, I think like the second episode that we were live, he was like, "Oh, they went that way," And at first, I was like, "Wait a minute, is he like telling on us?" I understand he was like, misdirecting them, but I was still like, "Wait a minute, what's this guy doing?"
Right, yeah. Out of the darkness, yeah.
Outside of party kills, I've never known Leo to be as murderous as Fex tends to get.
Oh,
Fex is like,
once I stopped being murderous.
The difference is I do it on accident.
Yes, accidents make it all okay.
Yes. Asher knows all about your accidental death. Whoops.
Hey.
Leo's more like, it's a calculated risk. Fex is
we
like,
all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo.
Oh boy.
I like Greg though. No, I don't have a problem.
Greg's hilarious.
He's a good addition to the group for sure.
Chase,
he's
fucking funny.
Yeah, he's been a great addition to the group.
Oh yeah, we just have to rein in that murderous intent a little bit at some point because it may get us into trouble.
Yeah,
Jimmy's got a question.
What?
Jimmy's got a question.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yes, thank you. I like that one. Let's do that.
Excellent.
Zane's goal is to kill us all.
Right, yeah.
Of course.
Well, let's start with Eric then, or start with Mac.
Mac, what are your characters' goals?
Are we talking short term or long term?
Yeah.
Aye, so get to the queen, get the crystal skull from her, set her straight, get this whole awful city back to rights, and then get all these damned crystals back to their place so people quit messing up the world with them. And other than that, I mean, Mac follows the goddess of the moon, who also controls the tides. He just sees it as he follows the tides where he's led by his goddess.
I like that.
And at the moment, he's led these people are on the same tide as him, and so that's where he goes. He knows he's supposed to be here to do something, and He's just going to do it until he's sent on a different tide somewhere else.
Even though he'd rather be
Right.
somewhere else because we're just nuts.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, sometimes.
yeah, because the other way to look at that question is, what's Mac's personal goal? Like, does he want to settle down one day? Does he want to, be an explorer on the sea, or is something to that?
Oh yeah, no. Like ultimately, he wants to be the captain of his own ship, doing his own thing. Just for Mac, that's just the pinnacle. Getting to you've got your ship, so it's most freedom. You go where you want, you do what work you want, and you follow the tides.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, good one, Leo.
He wants babies.
Yeah.
Wants to make babies with his wife. Ooh.
I want to make as many babies as my wife can handle. But honestly, Leo just wants to be able to set his village. He just want to lift the curse that his village is under, so they can prosper again as a community and as a people. And again, he wants to give what his wife wants the most, a child.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry.
But this is
Short and simple.
a follow-up question for Leo.
Yeah.
He just likes bees.
Well, I got this ability
Mac, if you have an answer,
to
you can answer
cast
it, Leo.
bee arrows. The arrows are bees, and I thought, you know what? That's pretty gnarly. What would be more gnarly is if they were to go up someone's butt. So I did a little experimenting. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? What in the butt?
I enjoy what?
Yes. Leo's character is married.
Yes, I
Missed the
canonically
beginning.
married.
Yeah.
We did not meet his wife because no, we did meet your wife.
Well, no,
Didn't
we
we?
didn't meet his wife because
No.
he wouldn't let us go talk to the wife.
Because
Right.
I was a teenager at that time, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to, and I wasn't supposed to be back there yet.
Oh,
Right.
did we
I
say
want
at
to
your
come back
friend's
unless,
house then?
huh?
I thought we stayed at your wife's house. Did we stay at your friend's house when we were
Yeah,
at
that
your village?
Yep, that was my
Okay.
best friend's house.
Ah, that's my bad. I misremembered.
Your best
Yeah.
friend is giving your wife egg babies.
That is not possible.
What the fuck?
It's not true. His whole quest is a lie. He just comes back with kids. What the fuck?
I feel like me and Nerdser would get along really well in person together. Like
Yeah.
we would just crack all the jokes together. We'd feed off of one another.
Right.
We'd be like this perfect symphony of dumb. It would be great.
Yeah, I love his fucking comments.
Well,
Killing me.
to go back to that moment when you guys were in the Chelonian village, Rasmus and Leo got into a big fight, probably the biggest fight that they've ever
Or
gotten
kerfuffle.
into,
Ah.
because Rasmus really wanted you to go see your wife, and you refused, and he couldn't understand why you would refuse to go see your own wife.
It's
As he
because I
looked-
had a wife and a child, and they got murdered. So
Right.
I was like, why wouldn't you go see your wife? It could be your
He's ready about he was about ready to beat up a teenager. You're not going to see his wife that's a grown adult. And would have freaked out like, why the hell are you a teenager again?
Jimmy has uncovered Leo's secret origin story.
Butt hornet colony? Hi, kitty. Oh, I'm sorry.
She's just a bee. She's a queen bee.
I love you. Oh, I love you.
That's the real reason they can't have babies.
Right.
Bill doesn't want to tell him.
It was 1,000,000 to 1 shot, Doc. 1,000,000 to 1.
1,000,000 to 1. Let's go.
I swear, I just fell on it.
She taught me this spell. It's called Arrow Bees. She told me to use it wisely. So I decided.
Yo, good job. I'm proud of you. Saving kitties is a good thing. Save all
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
kitties.
talking about.
All the kitties.
Nice.
Restore.
Does it know to poop in a box, or does it just poop in your room?
Right.
It poops all over the house.
Okay, well,
Alana's like Leo for real. Taming
let's
cats.
move on to Asher's.
My fits, I shit.
Hey, baby.
My goals. I want to
That's
cleanse my beloved queen and my city from the corruption that has turned it into what it is. And once we achieve that goal, I'm with Matt. Just want to sail the seas, explore the world, see all that I can see.
So you don't see yourself going back and becoming a shining knight again after the corruption has been driven out of the land?
Yeah, it kind of killed it for me. You know, originally I was just trying to run away, right? That was my goal. Just get away, run away, go to some far off land and just disappear. But these guys have shown me like I gotta save. Sounds silly, but I gotta save my queen. You know, I gotta try.
It's my queen. We used to have
Oh,
things
my
together.
queen.
It's my queen. We'll find out that it's his mommy and he's actually the prince.
Slay queen.
Cool.
My queen.
Can't give it all away. No.
That's a joke, though. Like, that should be what it
Secret.
is, man.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
nice twist there.
Okay. How about Rasmina?
I don't know.
What is Rasmina's personal goal?
Yeah, she wants to bang Thani without anybody telling her stop. It's not the time.
I don't know, man.
Constant clapping. That's what I'm
Bonnie,
hearing in
like,
the room.
wants to have horse relations or something. I forget what we're fucking about. It was just too weird, and she's rethinking her life choices there. Rasmina wants to get all the crystals back, and probably, what am I anymore? She's the Rose Warden now, right? She wants to probably heal and bring harmony to the world after bringing balance, right? By getting all the crystals back to where they belong, bringing balance and protecting them, like being the unknown protector of all the thingies.
Rasmina just wants to party with unicorns.
In all the positions.
What about unicorns?
Rasmina just wants to party with unicorns.
Party with your
And Knowles.
party on
With
the
Party with
unicorns.
the
back when Rasmina had a penis. and Mac was teaching him how to when it was Rasmin, teaching him how to speak Knoll. What was the thing that he's told him to say? And Rasmin just yells it out wrong anyway.
So, Mac,
Hey, thanks for subscribing, Eleno.
thank you.
Hey,
So-
thank you.
So, Mac, Rasmund wanted Mac to tell him how to shout some sort of taunt or something, or to intimidate them. And so Mac, because Rasmund didn't know any Knoll at all, Mac thought it'd be funny to instead tell him to say what would translate to jump on this party dick. Just as an insult to the Knolls. But Rasmund rolled poorly in his ability to speak the words, and instead said something akin to, I want to party with your dicks.
And this was the male. This was
So I walk out there with Knoll heads
And a crown.
and the crown on my head because I killed the Knoll King. So I'm holding the Knoll King's head and I'm wearing the crown and I say that. All right.
Nice.
And they just look at me like,
What?
well, they're like shocked because one, I killed the king, and two, I'm yelling the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I just imagine them just staring at you like,
It's the best thing Mac
Or
could have
jump on. I want to
So-
jump on your party dicks or something.
So my question was, were they threatened Or were they like, I'm first? You know, like,
No, one in the back, like hands up. It's fully,
He's like noticing nobody else is doing it, so he's like,
right. He's like, oh.
They were all shocked and basically just like stunned for a round.
They were stunned. They had no idea what to do for a moment. They like had no
Nice.
idea.
So like it
Where's
low-key
that?
worked.
They look at each other like, what?
Preemptive strike there,
You hear
Res.
that right?
It's the minimum wants the party.
Who's there to say no to that?
Like, who am I to interrupt the party?
Oh, Lord.
Mac has told Rasmina other wrong translations in the past for Null, but
I
none
don't
of them
trust him any longer.
none of them were that funny. You say that, but then you still let him tell you what to say.
Yeah, no choice.
What was?
Yeah, no choice. You're the
What was
only one that
where
spoke.
you guys were like drawing dicks on stuff. What was that?
We were trying to find our way up a mountain. We were drawing penises to tell everybody.
Yeah, that was
where
our direction.
to
That was
go.
our arrow.
And a dick was pointing in the direction we were going. That's what I
I
did
think we
that.
should go this way.
Jasmine did that.
That's just
I
a
don't
dick.
remember that.
No, it's an arrow.
I don't know what happened. But we
So the real question is,
drawing penises. We're
have
just
any of the
finding-
other parties playing the game in this same world seen the penises and went, maybe we should follow the phallus?
No, they haven't come across it.
Go with a tip point.
Alana, I need to see your cat. Like, is your
Churro, that's a good name.
does your cat actually look like a churro? Because if so, yes. Does that mean your cat is cream filled? No, are churros cream filled? No,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
No, the sugar and cinnamon.
There's cinnamon and
Uh-huh.
sugary.
I'm gonna tell a story about another because you reminded me. I'm gonna tell a story about another group that is in the same world.
Which one?
So you know that Fani comes from the Sandblade Peninsula, and that it is renowned for the slave trade.
My butt hurts. Here.
So there is a group that started off as slaves in that region, and they had tattoos of runes on their foreheads that allowed them to be tracked and allowed them to punish them if they tried to escape or whatever. And so this one group was sent into a temple that they had uncovered that none of their other people wanted to go into, so they just gave them some equipment and dropped them down. It was a, you know, they had to go down 100 feet down into this temple, and they had to return all of the items and all of the whatever that they found to their slavers, and if they got them everything and they mapped it all out, they would be given their freedom. So their whole mission, they started off with almost no equipment, just a little bit of stuff, and they had to try to make their way through. You know, I don't know how many. I'm sure a couple of them died in that one, but their priest got the ability to roll with advantage on cure wounds. So with that guy never loses cure wounds, and he's always just running around healing everybody in the group. So they've been able to do really well with that.
I feel personally attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was directed towards you.
Well, it turned out that the temple that they were dropped into is one of the temples that you guys need to bring one of the crystals back to. And what they found is they found one of the crystals, but it wasn't the right one for that temple. So they found a different crystal in this temple. So that group is also carrying around one of the crystals, just like your group is.
Is it the crystal moon?
Yeah.
That's the one I want. So okay, see, now I have to kill this other group.
We're gonna find him.
They must be pruned from the timeline.
First from the timeline. Yeah, Savior.
If I consume the heart of this other priest, do I get his abilities?
Wait, aren't you lawful?
Kalima! Kalima!
Listen, sometimes reasonable men are forced to do unreasonable acts.
Wait a minute.
Awesome.
And then, while I'm talking about it, the fourth group just started fairly recently, and they started as shipwrecked on an island. They were on a ship. The ship was destroyed in a storm, and they ended up on an island. They've TPK'd twice. They are not doing well. They have all gone through multiple characters just trying to get established because they're just trying to survive on this island. And in Shadow Dark, you only get XP if you discover treasure, pretty much, or accomplish some
party.
Right. And so they haven't been able to get much in the way of experience. So they keep dying as level 1 characters. And there's a lot of really tough stuff on this island that they still haven't figured out that they should run away from. They just keep going, well, we can get this, and then, they keep dying. So they haven't totally figured it out yet. But, at the same time, one of the characters got drunk and ended up getting a whole bunch of monsters to come to attack them. So, so
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good.
Let me guess, Greg's a part of that group too.
No, he's not in that.
No, I'm just playing him.
Yeah. He's only in the one that is now in the Fey Forest.
So I'll answer this one for Jimmy. Me and Raz are going to try and do a duet version of it, but I need to find the time to getting it down. So
I'm gonna get my people on that.
Yeah, that's not me. I'm not that good of a vocalist for sure. But we love the song, and we want to, if these guys die,
we're not going to die. Just because we think we're going to die doesn't mean we're going to die.
I think we're going to survive.
Listen,
right?
Death is only the beginning.
You live long enough to die. That's the
a necromancer is just a healer who was just a little late. That's all.
Right.
I've got a friend who does a lot of digital music composition. I'm gonna see if he ever gets back to me. I'm gonna see if he can give us some samples of different genres with that same music, and
okay.
that could be cool.
Right, yeah, because once the music is created, then Keith and Bunny can lay down tracks, of vocals.
Mm-hmm. It'll be awesome.
Yeah,
we just gotta find the time.
Yeah, you're working too many jobs.
I am, but it's only temporary. It's only temporary, and hopefully I'll never be late again. So
hopefully,
well, for you, I hope that it is temporary, because I don't want to see you get overworked and miserable and burnt out and all that.
Yeah,
it's for certain goals. So yeah. It's temporary.
That's cool. Okay, guys. Well, I think this was a very successful stream. Only one person got naked.
I mean, maybe next time.
Yeah, there'll be more in the future.
And I think
if you play your cards right, donate enough.
We definitely need to end with the song again. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy!
So yeah, I guess this is it. Hi.
Hey, kitty.
All right, guys. Well then, we will see you next week when we'll actually play again. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you could leave a comment after we've already finished this off, and so that shows up in the algorithm for us. Yeah. And Jimmy will make sure we get you as a member as soon as possible, probably next week.
If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the Dungeon Delver.
Throw a like out there.
Right.
Oh yeah, subscribe to him because he pays
Buy
me-
Shadow Dark, buy Unnatural Selection, and keep an eye out
Mhm.
for the second book, which will, be out
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, the gross pins and all that.
What?
Everything's a mimic pins or whatever.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I confirmed my order. I can't wait.
Awesome.
I'm ordering
That'd be
them
awesome.
soon
Yeah.
when I get home.
Okay, cool. Well, then we're going to play
Nice.
the song now. Bye, everybody.
Right. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
We out of here.
Is it going to do it? No, I'm not hitting the right button. There we go.
Mark, the priest, he serves the moon's light. Rasmina's arrows are true in flight. Leo's looking for a cure to the blight. Fax, Buffon, blends magic and might. And Asher was once a shining